Supporters disappointed as Governor Fubara fails to address waiting crowd. Lawyer Adeborua warns against celebrating Governor Fubara's return. FCT Minister Wike reacts to rumors of heart attack. On the foreign scene, Israeli army orders more evacuations in southern Lebanon as strikes resume. I'm Sam Chinedu, and the news continues after the break. Welcome back. The River State House of Assembly is back. The House resumed seating after 6 months of emergency rule and has said it will review government spending under the 6 months emergency rule. It is the House's first plenary since the emergency rule was lifted yesterday by President Bola Tinubu. During seating today at the conference hall in the Legislative Quarters on Aba Road, Speaker of the House, Martin Amehule, said the Assembly will investigate how funds drawn from the state's consolidated revenue account were utilized by the immediate past sole administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas.
Again, we have to know that there is need to ascertain how contracts were awarded by the outbound treasurer, how much was spent, what funds were received. All that transfer happened under emergency. For funds spent, funds belonging to River State, and it is the 10th Assembly of River State that has the constitutional mandate to know what happened going forward. So we need to know what has transferred.
The lawmakers called on Governor Siminalayi Fubara to submit a list of commissioner nominees for screening. They also urged the governor to forward an appropriation bill for consideration.
The House also resolved that what is called on the governor to commence the process of forwarding an appropriation bill to the Rivers and Assembly to cater for the financial plan that is expected to take us to the trajectory that Rivers people have been expecting. The budget that was passed by the National Assembly was, as we were told, implemented by the outbound administrator. The 10th Assembly of River State didn't make an input to that document. We never saw it. We still don't have it.
Speaker of the House, Martin Amehule, read out the resolutions after members adopted a motion moved by House Leader Major Jack.
The House resolved that the call of the Governor of River State, to forward the list nominees for appointment as commissioners in the River State Executive Council so that the wheel of governance in River State can begin to move the direction it should move. Knowing fully well that it is important that there should be an Executive Council that has to be constituted by men and women of integrity, people that were screened by the Rivers and Assembly in line with the Constitution.
Correspondent to Ibiruwari reports that those who sponsored the motion include House Leader Major Jack, Deputy Leader Linda Somiari Stewart, Sylvanus Wankwo, Granville Wellington, Justina Emeji, Barile Wako, Igwe Obe Afoji, Dr. Enemi Alabo George, and Tonye Adoki Smart. Chief Executive Officer of TAF Africa, Jack Epele, has called on retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas to account for funds spent when he served as the administrator during the 6-month emergency rule in River State. Speaking on Channels Television, Epele said experience has shown that some politicians involved in the crisis that led to the emergency rule cannot be trusted. He maintained that the Rivers people have endured enough hardship and the time has come for those who manage state resources during the emergency period to provide explanations. Now let's talk about the expectations at the government house today. Supporters of River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara left the main entrance of the government house disappointed after the governor failed to arrive. Some of the supporters who had gathered since 7 a.m. today told our correspondents they were unhappy that the governor neither resumed nor addressed them as they had expected. They expressed displeasure over the governor's action.
We are not really happy that we came and we did not see the state governor. And we actually came to honor him for the return of to office. But to our greatest surprise, a lot of us came in here since 6 o'clock in the morning. But we expected that by now or at the time he would have been here. Up till now, the governor is still not here. But to me, it's not giving me joy and it's not a good thing. And he has not shown respect to the general public.
I just came here early today and I noticed that the governor is not here and a lot of Rivers people, we are so excited to see him come. It's a sad one that he didn't come.
Although Governor Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Odu are expected to take over the leadership of the state today, 6 months after President Bola Tinubu imposed emergency rule on the state, they had yet to arrive at the government house in Port Harcourt as of 5 p.m. today. Earlier in the day, the mood had been quite different as an excited crowd of supporters gathered at the government house waiting to welcome the governor and his deputy. Different groups were seen, with some women groups dressed uniformly in red. Some other groups gathered in front of the main gate of the government house. Correspondent Oyinka Chiwonsu reports that different music bands and groups sang and danced in celebration of the governor's reinstatement. Some allies of the governor, including former commissioners Evans, BP, Solomon Abel, AK, Chisom Bali, and Prince Emejuru, former local government chairman Ezebunwo Ichemati, Chijoke Ihunwo, Promise Reginald, Peter Amakri, a pro-Fubara lawmaker Sokare Goodboy, and many others were also seen celebrating alongside the group. Emejuru, a former commissioner for physical planning and urban development, spoke.
Rivers is organically happy. We are happy that Siminalayi Fubara has been reinstated. Look at the street and everything. You know who is the leader in Rivers State. Siminalayi Fubara Joseph. Well, Sim has been reinstated today, and Siminalayi Fubara is with us today. And you can see that he's here. Rivers people represent Siminalayi Fubara. Siminalayi represent Rivers people.
Former Commissioner for Power Solomon AK said the spontaneous and unorganized celebrations being witnessed today are proof of the strong support Rivers people have for the governor, his supporters.
Every Rivers man has special love for the governor. Continue to come be kind. The governor has included the ones he has done before. I will wish him well as he returns back today. Now that he's back, let us watch to see how he's going to run. But everybody should have confidence in the governor. He's a man you can trust any day, anytime.
Some women leaders tell our correspondents why they gathered to celebrate the reinstatement of the governor.
We're here to welcome the golden governor, the peaceful governor, the best governor in Nigeria, Governor Siminalayi Fubara. We're waiting to receive him. We have not slept. The women of Rivers State have been praying since 18th of March when this pronouncement was made. We're here to receive our governor, the savior to Rivers State. We have been praying, like she said. We have been waiting for this day for him to come back, and to God be the glory, he's back. So we have come to receive him wholeheartedly and to show the world how we love him, how he has made an impact in our life.
Adebaruwa in a statement said that rather than celebrate Nigeria deepen democracy by playing by the rules. Adebaruwa argued that a court must determine the circumstances under which the Constitution empowers the president to sack democratically elected public office holders in the country. According to him, Section 305 has become a controversial section inserted in the Constitution, especially in terms of the powers granted to the president. In another development, a rights activist, Charles Jaja, has criticized the former sole administrator of River State, Ibokete Ibas, for swearing in Yengi Brown as substantive head of service. Recall that before Ibas bowed out, he swore in Brown as substantive head of service and praised her as a thoroughbred professional who is critical in her thinking. But Mr. Jaja, in an interview, said the action seeks to promote favoritism over merit and seniority.
Ebo Abbas just want to create problem for Governor Siminalayi. If not, why would he make such an appointment in the midnight of his moving out of government house? And I think the onus is on Governor Siminalayi Fubara to uphold integrity in civil service by removing Inyingi Brand as head of service, whose elevation did not follow the rule of civil service. This is not about witch hunting. It's about maintaining integrity and to demonstrate commitment in transparency in governance, that which seeks to promote favoritism over merit and seniority.
After the break, we tell you Wike's response to rumors on social media that he suffered a heart attack. Stay with us. Welcome back. The FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, has dismissed rumors circulating on social media that he suffered a heart attack, describing the claims as false and politically motivated. In a video shared on X handle by his media aide Lere Olainka, Wike mocked those peddling the speculation, saying he wished them more heart attacks for spreading baseless stories. The former Rivers State governor went further to taunt his critics, suggesting he was ready to sign their condolence letters when their wishes turned against them. Wike condemned the politicization of false reports, questioning the origin of the claims. In the meantime, speaking at the flag-off of the construction of arterial road N1 linking Wuye district to Ring Road 2 in Abuja, the FCT minister condemned what he described as a culture of abusing the president with impunity on social media. He said such persons are fortunate to have a leader who believes in the rule of law. On the grievances of resident doctors who recently threatened protest over unpaid allowances and inadequate attention to health infrastructure, Wike maintained that demonstrations are part of democracy but warned against blackmailing the government. The minister explained that his administration had made significant budgetary provisions for health in the 2025 fiscal year, with 25 billion naira earmarked for capital projects. And back here in Rivers State, Chairman of Ahoda West Local Government Area, Eugene Chita Pele, says the appointment of Dr. Hope Ikiriko as Chairman of the Governing Council of Captain Elechi Amadi Polytechnic is a recognition of his leadership qualities, expertise, and service to society. Honorable Pele congratulated Dr. Ikiriko on the appointment, describing it as a well-deserved honor. He says the new chairman will bring vision and experience that will help drive progress at the institution. The Ahoda West Council boss also expressed optimism that Dr. Ekiriko's leadership will inspire innovation and excellence at the Polytechnic. He pledged the support and goodwill of the people of Ahoda West local government area as Dr. Ekiriko takes on the new responsibility. And away from politics, the federal government has disbursed 330 billion naira in cash to poor and vulnerable Nigerians through the National Social Safety Net Coordinating Office. This was disclosed by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, at a meeting of the Special Presidential Panel on the Social Investment Program in Abuja on Wednesday. Edu said the Social Protection Program was back on track to cushion the effects of rising price levels. And finally, a big change in Nigeria's passport system. The Nigeria Immigration Service has officially ended passports production at multiple centers, transitioning to a single centralized system for the first time in 62 years. Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubumi Tunji Ojo, said this on Thursday while inspecting Nigeria's new centralized passport personalization center at the NIS headquarters in Abuja. He stated that since the establishment of NIS in 1963, Nigeria never operated a central passport production center until now, marking a major reform milestone. The minister said the center will reduce response time as passports could be printed within 24 hours and delivered within a week. He explained that old machines could only produce 250 to 300 passports daily, but the new system had a capacity of 4,500 to 5,000 passports every day. The news continues after the break. Welcome back. Israeli army spokesperson Avichai Adrei has issued new forced evacuation orders to residents of the southern Lebanese towns of Ter Zebna in Al-Shabia and Boj Kwalawiya. He warned them to immediately leave buildings marked in red on maps published on social media and move at least 500 meters away. The warning, framed as a safety measure, comes just minutes after Israel confirmed it had begun a new wave of airstrikes on Hezbollah targets across southern Lebanon, despite a ceasefire agreement reached with the group in November 2024. On the news this evening, you heard the Rivers State House of Assembly says it will probe expenditure under emergency rule. Supporters were disappointed after Governor Fubara failed to address a waiting crowd today. A lawyer, Adeborua, has warned against celebrating Governor Fubara's return. The FCT minister has reacted to rumors of a heart attack. On the foreign scene, Israeli army has ordered more evacuations in southern region. Martha Okere to Region News team send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Sam Chinedu. Thanks for listening.